Hello everyone, it's Norm, and I want to show you my Easter window this year. And you're wondering, why am I saying window? I normally have a window on the side of the house that I use for displaying blow molds and other displays for the different seasons, but it is so cold this year that it's just a very, very cold late spring. So Peggy had the idea of us doing this video right here in the buffet. Many years ago, we decided to reside the house. I thought, well, we're walking up the side of the house by the garage, and wouldn't it be nice to have a window here? And then I could use that for the displays, for my blow molds and whatnot. So that's what I normally do, and it's lighted. It comes on a timer at night. And it's very festive for Christmas, and especially Halloween. The kids love it. And of course, we do for Easter and Thanksgiving and anything else we can come up with for a reason to do a video. But right now, this is going to be one inside where it's nice and warm. As you can see, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, which is kind of nice. It's 30 degrees outside, snowing and raining, kind of a combination of everything. So let's start down at the other end here. Over the summer months, I have been looking for more Rosbro plastic decorations for all the holidays, not just Easter, but for Halloween and Christmas too. And we'd find some of these Easter eggs that are, I think they would be probably considered paper mache. I started collecting some of these. They're getting kind of pricey, but what's nice is lately I've been finding some pretty good sized ones for a very reasonable price, so I was happy about that. Last weekend we went out to Hutchinson, Minnesota, and I found this one down here. It's kind of a plastic one rather than the paper mache ones, but I thought it was kind of cute. Cute for a guy, huh? Crazy. At any rate, I really enjoy this guy back here, and Peggy has a video of him wound up and drumming and rocking back and forth. He just goes back and forth like that. And we found him in a thrift store in downtown Maple Grove here over a summer ago. So that's this is his second appearance in our displays, and got a lot of eggs, Easter eggs Peggy's put in. I wonder who's been eating all the black ones. Kind of got a feeling I know who that might be. This one here is a chicken we just got down at the Pink Elephant in Hopkins a couple days ago. We ran down there, and it hops around, as does this bunny over here too. And they're kind of nice. They actually work, so that's kind of exciting when you can get some to actually do more than just sitting there looking cute. Here's a chicken with a little baby on it in a basket. And I think these ones here with the bonnets are kind of crazy. Anyway, I like plastics, and I like them in colorful colors. And these are really, being Easter, they're very, very colorful. I like this one with a cart. That was a new one we spotted down at the Easter display in Pink Elephant in Hopkins. And of course we have some of these. They're the ones that you press down and they will make an egg come out of their rear end. I guess you probably wouldn't want to say it that way, but they'd lay an egg is probably more appropriate. But you know, guys aren't always appropriate when they talk. So I want to show you one here, a couple of them actually that are made in Italy. So let me grab one of those. This one here is kind of neat. Made in Italy, and kind of makes a little chirping sound. Spring loaded. So right in the back, right there, made in Italy.
Well, they're called squeaky toys.
Squeaky toys?
Probably. When they squeak like that, I just consider it a squeaky toy.
Okay.
Kind of annoying if you're a parent.
Yeah, I get to listen to that all day long.
I had to hold the phone for Norm because he can't be doing that.
Yeah, I'm not that organized.
And filming at the same time.
This one here has chickens on it.
The other one had lambs on it, and this is...
You're right.
That's even more annoying, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought that was a little
Well,
better.
it's a little birdie, so I suppose it can have a higher squeak.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we found those, but it's been a couple years ago.
This is another one that we bought at Pink Elephant, as is, oops, this one here too, but one at a time here. I like things when they actually do something.
It's funny that he chirps too.
Yeah, and this is the box that he came in from the Pink Elephant in Hopkins. And the box looks like it's pretty much brand new. It's always nice when you can get an original box with a
Notice it's by Irwin Corporation.
Irwin quality product.
They made a lot of fun things, and Norm would not probably think about this, but Irwin made that first Barbie car that was kind of a coral convertible.
Really?
What was that? Yeah, that was by Irwin.
You had one of those.
Yeah, I did for a
Peggy's
while.
had everything, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And this is made in Pittsburgh, Massachusetts. American made.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual to find a box.
Yeah. Wind-up
Sorry, it's
mechanism
not
with key. Bird will chirp and hop
focusing.
around
Doesn't
and
want to
move
focus.
its tail. So,
Hey, he chirps kind of cute.
yeah.
I've never seen it before, have you?
No, not. I
Not
haven't.
in all our looking around at
This guy here is.
vintage things.
Let me get this out of the way. This is another one that hops around.
Oh, isn't that cute? You probably gotta wind them up tighter, but we don't want to.
Yeah, I hate to, when you get a toy like this, you kind of hate to play with them too much. You're afraid he's going to be the one that's going to snap and break on you.
He's a big one.
Yeah,
Big toy.
yeah. We got to, the only thing with him is he's in excellent condition, but there's a carrot on his chest.
Paper. Glued
Paper
on,
carrot, and it's been ripped off. They
Yeah,
actually
it
had a
just
second
wears
one
off.
down at the Pink Elephant like this, but the coloring wasn't as nice, but the carrot was. So,
We chose a little more
Yeah.
of a tan on him. The other one looked a
a little paler.
paler.
That's, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, and Peggy can
They were the
always
same price, and
Peggy can always paint a
carrot on
tail
him.
on it.
Yeah. So.
And I think these are funny with that bonnet and the
Now those, are newer.
bugging eyes.
They are newer, but this is my favorite one down here.
This guy here.
Yeah, that was maybe found last year, and I think it's absolutely adorable.
It is.
I don't remember, do you, where we found that?
No. Probably
It's
Stillwater.
So cute.
I think we found it in Stillwater.
So these are kind of well-known bunnies pushing the wheelbarrows.
Right.
So we have two of those. There's
I like this one here,
the big rooster.
rooster.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of those, and some of them are bigger yet.
They're very colorful. That's what I like.
Isn't this just recent? You found a sleeping rabbit in Hutchinson?
Yeah, that was in Hutchinson, along with
Pretty cute. It's,
the hard plastic bunny.
is that a squirrel in the hole? I bet. Looks like a squirrel just kind of curled
Yeah,
up,
you kind
sleeping in
of
there.
see a little bit of his nose.
You're not going to catch any fish sleeping.
Yeah. And this guy is really cool. He is very ornate. It's a tin toy. I love tin toys. And he
so
jumps all over the place.
We'll insert a little clip of
Peggy's
him.
got a great one of that one, yeah.
Very funny.
And he's really mint condition too. And this one came in a box as well,
It did.
if we can find a box.
So this was a new purchase you told them
Yeah.
about.
You're dragging a cart.
Did you tell them it has little
Little
chicks
chicks.
and ducks
Chicks spin
and a
around.
bunny? There's two bunnies, all
Flowers
different.
and a
Oh, a
rabbit.
flower. That's what that was.
And another chick.
A chick, a duck, a bunny, and a flower. Okay.
Yeah.
pretty rich colors for Easter.
Guy's working pretty hard hauling all that around.
Royal blue, but he's a pretty good
Yeah.
size piece. So that was Hopkins, the pink elephant.
This is another one.
We kind
here.
of splurged. Oh. Nice.
And my next trick.
Norm.
Oh boy. I have to eat some bunny eggs now. Okay, well.
Jelly bird eggs. Yeah, don't do that.
And if we come down
Very
here.
tricky. Very gingerly go around these. I picked these goofy potted bunny and chick out years ago. They're very Hong Kong typical centerpieces. So they're pretty big and they always look nice in the middle of a display.
Yeah.
The bunny is not flocked. I don't know if he ever was. Actually, his ribbon, pink ribbon, was flocked, like this guy's yellow one.
Face looks like it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This sailor duck is flocked.
Yeah.
And he's got little flocked
Chicks inside, 3 chicks.
ducks.
Ducks?
Ducklings.
Duck, duck,
Yeah,
duck.
he has ducklings under him, and this one has bunnies. This bouquet I found many years ago with very fun
That was in Hutchinson.
No, this bouquet, not the bunny.
Oh, okay.
The bunny basket you picked out, we thought was cute last year. His ears are the handles.
It swivels up for a handle, yeah.
Quite cute for the handle. But no, I stuck this bouquet in there that is a flocked chick poke.
Mm-hmm.
And a little egg poke was extra that I put in there. But the tulips and everything are quite old. Old plastic. So this is another one that I picked out many years ago because I was putting kitschy things in my kitchen and dining room. I'm not doing that so much now. I'm liking the pottery planters a lot more and not so much this kitschy stuff. So I started giving all this to Norm. Say, here, put this in your window. You got plenty of room.
Well,
This guy's really tiny.
I need to make a
wind-up.
bigger window.
It's really tiny. Yeah, Norm's
This is
Norm's saying, I think we should add on another garage. Oh boy.
I like these little baskets too.
Yeah, we found 3 baskets in Hutchinson last year. I believe it was Hutchinson.
Yeah.
The pink one, the yellow one here, and a green one way down at the end. So he's got that rooster that he showed you. And this rooster is really big.
Yeah, he would lay a big egg.
Huge. He is
And
flawed.
he's actually got
He's flawed. He does have a chip out of his tail.
Oh, poor guy.
It's on the other side. I was trying to hide him,
Oh, okay.
facing him the other way.
I blew that. I always like the ones that do something.
If I find things like this at the Goodwill, I always pick them up because they're just too cute to not get, even if they aren't vintage. They're just still adorable plastic. So they fit in very nice, even though they're newer.
Yeah. I like these. These look
the
like
other
they're
sweet
actually candy that you could
bunny.
eat.
Yeah, well, that's a candle, a vintage girly candle. They're very, very popular, but I don't purposely collect them. I found it at the Goodwill
They may drip.
many years ago. I don't know. This doesn't want to focus sometimes.
Looks like it's focusing okay.
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get too close sometimes. And last year I talked him into this chick here. It was $5. But I knew he's in really good condition, and he's another one that lays eggs, but you can see he's older. He's definitely vintage. But look at the feet on the one next to him. That is a big rooster. And lift up the gobbler on him, the yellow gobbler. See, that's where
There it goes
a
in.
kid would put some eggs in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but you never get the eggs with these. That's the problem.
Well, yeah.
They're long gone, probably swallowed by some kid and not had to be taken out in a emergency
Right.
room.
So here's some more of the eggs that Norm found at
I found these
the
bigger ones
antique
this year.
malls. Yeah, this one is really neat. This is
Yeah, they're nice shape too, and they're not warped.
look at the size of that one. This is just humongous. This was from last summer in Hutchinson.
Yep. Yeah.
Was it only 20?
I think it was. Yeah, that was a pretty
Or
good
was
price.
it less than that?
Might be less. 18, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it's really, really, really big. The only way to prop these up sometimes is just to set them in a basket like that. This one, it's actually pointed on the bottom for the scene. You know what I did, Norm? I put some beans in them, in the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just to kind of weight it.
Oh, that's a good
to
idea.
try to keep it standing up.
Yeah.
So, and this one, many, many years ago, this little sailor duck, I found that a long, long time ago.
Looks French to me.
Yeah, you're right.
With that little beret.
Yeah, I always think these ducks, when they got hats on like that and a little scarf thing, that they could be sailors. But yeah, that definitely could be French. A French chick.
Francois.
French chick. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We just got this in Hutchinson. Large chalkware bunny. I thought it would be fun in his window. I don't have any other chalkware here. And this is vintage.
It's got wheels in the back.
Yeah, so it's
It doesn't really do
friction.
much. It's not
a
very,
friction
Yeah, it's
one.
somewhat faulty.
And I've always loved this little centerpiece too. Oops, I'm almost spilling the beans too.
Yeah. Go ahead, I feel
A
better about
flocked bunny. Got him many years ago. There's lots and lots of designs that were made in Hong Kong. So cute. I don't see them very often though. I think they're getting kind of scarce. So that is Norm's display. Our floor is very squeaky out here. We apologize for that. Look at all that stuff. And I get to wrap it all up again.
Good job, Peg.
And Norm's going to show you then his Rosbro, for the most part, he says. There's a couple Hong Kong things in there, in the window right behind him. The shadow box, that's what I want to say.
Lots of shadows.
Yeah, so there was so much of the little stuff that I said, well, let's just continue on using the shadow box behind you, and you can show them all that. So thanks for letting me help narrate this.
This is one of our latest shadow boxes that we bought at Up Your Alley. Peggy fell in love with it when we were there. It was mahogany, but she wanted to fix it up and make it brighter, about
$70.
$70?
$700. No, $70. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't have bought it if it was $700, but $70 I would, yes.
$70.
Okay. We're always having trouble arguing over how much was that thing? I'll say 20. No, it was 18.
That was a deal.
Anyway, this is mostly Rosbro. And these little bunnies up here, you know, they're cute, just like the Halloween ones. They're very detailed, very, very colorful. And they're fun to look at. When I got this shadow box, I took it all apart, cleaned it. I took out the mirror because every time I buy these, the mirrors are poor quality and they have waves in them. No, they don't wave back at me. They just have constant waves in the glass. So it's nice to get a nice fresh mirror in there when it's clean. I like these roosters. I see these sitting around all the time. Big plastic ones here. Some are, I think, in green too. But they're fun, and it's a nice little basket here. I like that basket. That's good. Lamb. It's cute. And more Rosbro. And what do we have down here? Looks like Daffy Ducks. And a little chirping bird. And And these crazy things are made in Hong Kong. They're kind of strange. We like strange, that's why we buy strange. And it's a nice basket here with a chicken in it.
You just bought that.
We just got that one?
You just got that recently in Red Wing.
In Red Wing, yeah.
No.
It's fun when you go out the time of the year for the holidays and you'll see all the decorations that they have out for everybody to attract them and hopefully buy. And that's what's fun about going out around the holidays times. Easter and Christmas and Halloween, they're all very colorful.
For the rest of this video, I'm just gonna do what's in our upstairs stairwell area where the bedrooms are, and just what's on a little shelf going down the stairs again. That should be long enough for a video. It won't be an hour long probably this time, but I'll do our living room and kitchen pretty soon. I hope I'll be ready. This is just a bunch of little bunnies that I found over quite a few years, but I did luckily find some new fun ones this year too at Goodwill. I think possibly Family Pathways, but was very, very surprised to find these, and I think they're plastic. It's really hard to tell, but they feel warmer. You know, they don't feel like ceramic, cooler touch. Don't know anything about them, but I thought that was a pretty cute set to find at a thrift store. Very, very nice. And for some reason, I really like brown bunnies. I've always taken the brown bunnies at, you know, a thrift store, antique mall, over white ones. But if I do find a white one that is really, really inexpensive, like $1 or something, if it's cute and in decent condition, I'll take that. But I don't know why I have a special liking for the little brown ones. And I think they're so cute when they're just little hobbyist ones. As you can see, there's a couple little party favor baskets here. I don't know who made those. So I just had 2 yellow ones from many years ago. I think I found this little duck last year. So that is just one of my many hobbyist ceramic eggs that I've been collecting for a long, long time, that I'll be showing you more of in the living room, dining room, and kitchen. Mostly living room and dining room. I don't even know that I've put any in the kitchen right now, but this little bunny I just found at Bibles for Missions. She was hard to resist. They charge 75 cents for little tiny ones like that. And I think I just found this pair, yes, at Hutchinson when we went on a nice little fun weekend last weekend to just enjoy ourselves. I didn't do any filming. I wish I could have. I know you would have enjoyed looking around there with us, but I've had a serious shoulder problem. My shoulders have been so sore that I've had a hard time even turning my head. That's how bad it's gotten. So I apologize, but you know, holding up the phone for an hour actually causes me a lot of trouble. So I have to kind of take it easy a little bit. And I did just find this little chalkware one. Yeah. No? I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to pick it up. The little guy in the middle, or little girl. So she goes really well with this pair, the chalkware figurines like that. And last year, it's been quite a while, I found these at Family Pathways, and he had a little chip on top of his head, and I believe these are pretty well known with the beautiful rhinestone eyes. I was so surprised to find them at the thrift store. They wanted $3.99 each for them, so I know that's expensive, but to me it was worth it. And all he had was a little tiny flea bite on the top of his black hat, so that was very easy for me to touch up. But yeah, they're pretty desirable. Any bluebird type figurines. I guess this cute little salt and pepper set is by Lefton, according to a couple of different auctions right now, so I guess I'll go with that. So I just had to break down and get them. I couldn't let them sit there. For $3.99, I probably did have a discount. All three of these I just found this year. So there is some white ones up here. The bigger one last year from Bibles for Missions, and just found the little white guy too, and this little one. I was so disappointed. This is super, super tiny. And I had just washed it and went to set it down, and it slipped out of my fingers and I dropped it on the floor. So I broke an ear off, but I did glue it. Makes you mad, doesn't it? It's just, sometimes we just don't hold on to things very well when you get older. I don't know what it is. Your grip isn't as great. And I just found these two. They were $1 a piece in Hutchinson. And they are a little odd because they've got extra highlights there in black on their faces, which is a little overdone probably, but I didn't care. I thought for $1 a piece, I'll show them in my display. And this is just a very tiny hobbyist egg. It is so little, you can see. So I added that with the tiny bunnies. Most of those eggs are full-size eggs. And I do have some more of them up here to the left on the bookcase that we got from my brother that we've put the radios on. So that's what I did for the shelf this year. Let's go look at the bookcase top. Here again is the newer oak bookcase that I talked Norm into lugging home from my brother's house. It was pretty heavy, solid oak, but it gave me more room for more radios than his aunt's little 50s cheaply made bookcase. It's been sitting out in the garage, and I told you last time I didn't know if I was going to hang on to it and maybe not like this as much, but Norm talked me into taking it over to my brother's house to sell on the estate sale, so that's what we're doing. So it won't come back here now. So you're going to have to look at this oak one that's newer. This is such a pretty pair of turquoise, very stylized swan planters that I just love. We purchased these last year from Up Your Alley Vintage in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Very, very lovely store that we just thoroughly enjoy going to and buying some of their great mid-century things. So I like having them up here, and I like just a little sprig of grass in them to keep it simple. I did find this pretty egg back here. It is actually pink on the back. Sorry, you're getting my reflection. Very, very splatter, light splatter look to it. So it's pink and yellow and blue all mixed together. Maybe there's even green on the bottom, but it's such a pretty soft egg. I've never found one in all the crazy drip and splatter glazed hobbyist eggs like this. I've never found one that was that delicate looking in the glaze. I don't know, maybe it was more professional. And I have two of them that I found many years ago with an owl pattern on it. This olive green one, and on the other side is a turquoise one. Many years ago. A couple of years ago, I broke down and got this swan because it was only like $7. That's very cheap. I think they're fairly common. I do see one every now and then. It's probably newer because it has it's still vintage, but I mean newer than some of your California fancy birds, but it has the iridescent glaze on it. So it is a little creamier. It's not white, but I just thought it was sweet. And I just can't resist swans. I don't know why I'm so crazy about them, but I'm crazy about all birds, all of these stylized birds, any kind. I think they're all beautiful. I picked out some eggs that I thought would be pretty up here. The two in the back match with the same kind of blue and yellow. And then this one is pretty unusual. I'm sure you can see the pattern on that one. Pretty unusual for me to buy blue eggs. I used to never get them because I just have never had blue in our living room where I was displaying most of them, or the kitchen, dining room. I just didn't do blue, but I do love turquoise, and Norm loves turquoise. So it's been recent that I've actually added the blue eggs. This was a very soft marbled yellow and turquoise. Looks green, but maybe that's just because of the way they mix those colors. And I did just thrift another one of these reticulated metal sconces at Goodwill this summer. I think it was $3.99 or $4.99. It was worth it to me. I think they're hard to find. I'm quite surprised when I see one and it's only like every 2 years or more that I've ever run across one at the Goodwill. This tall California pink bird is exactly like a pair that I have in orange, and I just love them, and they are right now on the mantle in the living room. I love to show them for spring or Easter time. So I will be showing you those, but I wish I could have found this in a pair. I don't remember when I found it or where, but it's been quite a while, and I don't get around to showing it very often because it is pink, and to me that is only Easter and Valentine's Day that I would have taken that out to show you. It's kind of been just sitting in the fancy bedroom that had the lady head vases in. And we've shown you our clock that I just love. I just would really enjoy it better if we could take it to a clock place and have them change it to battery. So Norm says, yeah, I can see how that would help, but everything costs, and I don't know what they charge at a clock repair shop to just switch that over to battery. You wouldn't think it'd be too much. Seems to me we only spent $25 quite a few years ago to get one of our Elgin clocks fixed because it wasn't working. That was a steal. But that was 10 years ago. These swans that I'm showing are just monstrous. Do you recall seeing a video this past summer that we did at the state fairgrounds when I found these? They were pricey, but to me, not for the size of them. They're just Huge. And I'm so worried to take care of them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. The most fun I think I've ever had finding beautiful swan figurines. I will show you the tag on the one of them. On its side there is a tag. D''Arts of Florida. But you can see that video. It's a very, very fun one, walking around looking at all the antiques at one of our favorite shows to go to. And it's at least twice a year, I guess. Spring and fall, always cold, but that's what the tag says. And there's my bittersweet vase that my brother gave me many, many years ago. My brother Steve, who is now gone. Can you believe we got a phone call tonight that a young man, he sounded young, wanted to know if we were going to be selling Steve's house. And he said he was very interested in buying it. He said he was a police officer and he's known my brother for a very, very long time and enjoyed his friendship. They would talk over the fence all the time. And it was real interesting to find out about that. We didn't know about this guy. Very nice and fun to listen to about him and Steve exchanging stories. And he said he would love to have my brother's property. He would buy it from us directly at market price, and he would be able to take his time fixing it up because he is right backyard to my brother, and he wanted to rent it out to his brother and sister-in-law. So that's interesting, isn't it? That's the same thing that happened to my new YouTube friend Kim from the Wellness Homesteader, who I've been chatting with. She just sold her mother's house and is closing on it very shortly here. And it was a neighbor that bought it. Isn't that something? It's such a coincidence, Kim. Can you believe it? Kim doesn't know that we just got the same offer. That's funny. So these are more birds that I've had for a very, very long time. This one here, just coincidentally, was the same style as these two. I got them at different times. So that was kind of fun. And these two I did buy at the same time. They are wall pockets. I could have put a little plant in there. That probably would have been cute. But I just don't always think of everything. This cute little gold shelf was from Up Your Alley Vintage in New Richmond, Wisconsin. And I know I have mentioned that several times, but I always like to thank them for it. It is very fun having it here in our stairwell, but I do find it difficult to film it where we decided to put it because I'm too short to stand on the steps below. So Norm is helping me film it right now. I put together 3 little planters that I think are really fun. I found the swan last year, and that is Shawnee, and so is the new little lamb that I just found. Both of those are Shawnee. The rabbit is Royal Copley. I was actually kind of surprised to find that. I just assumed it was another Shawnee piece. But they were cute to put together this year over here. It was nice finding the 2 bottom planters this year. Very reasonable. So thanks, Norm, for holding the camera for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that is all we have for this video. I hope you enjoyed Norm's toys and his crazy losing his jelly beans on the floor and and my little collectibles for Easter.
I didn't waste, and I even ate the one you stepped on.
Oh no, that's not a good idea. But we want to thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful, very kind and thoughtful comments on the estate sale video that Norm did. We thought it was going to be a very odd one to do for us, for our channel, but thank you for your prayers. We feel very supported by all of you and can't thank you enough. So we again are wishing you a very happy spring and Easter if you celebrate Easter, and we hope you do. Take care.
Sounds good.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.